Hi, welcome to an episode of Cabinet S.T.E.A.M. I've had several people ask me, what is the process for 3D printing? Um, so it just really depends. I'm going to talk about the easiest one today, and that is if you're going to print something that's already been designed and developed. Now, so I like to use Thingiverse, and so that's what I'm going to use for this example. Let's say that I just wanted something, let's just say simple. I would find the thing that I wanted. So let's just, for this example, let's use this simple toothpaste squeezer. Now, so when you find what you want, you want to kind of look at the details. You want to see how many pieces, how many pictures are blue, that's how many pieces it's going to be. So this is only going to have to be one piece. You'll go to download all files. It's downloading. Okay, it'll be downloading at the bottom of your screen. You can see down here, it's downloading. And I'm wondering if it's being different because I'm recording. So it's finally recorded, or it's finally recorded. It's finally downloaded. So I'm going to go to right here. So it is in my downloads, and it's this blue. So you got this blue folder. If you don't get the blue folder, then you need to select the zip drive right here, and it will create the blue folder. Once you get the folder, you'll go into Files, and you'll see this toothpaste squeezer S.T.E.A.M. If it's an S.T.E.A.M file, that means it can be used in your prints. Like I have Flash Forge is the brand, and so I use this Flash Print 5, and so like this is one that I'm working on for later, but since it's in the video, I'm going to act like it's not here. And when you double click this, and if you have Flash 4 or Flash Print 5 open, it'll automatically put it in here. Now, this is pretty straightforward. There's nothing I really need to do with it. It can print this, no problem. If I want to look at it from above, this is a very simple print. It doesn't need any kind of supports or anything with it. So literally all I would do is just click Start Slicing. Now you have to know what kind of filament you're using. I have a blue filament that is ABS, and so when I print with it, I have to select that setting. But the majority of my filament is PLA, and so the temperature is different depending on the filament you're using. So let's say I'm going to use PLA for this. I'll select PLA, give it a slice, slice preview. This will take 38 minutes to complete. Now, once you've done that, you have to get yourself a thumb drive, a little USB stick. I use the same one for all this, and you'll put that in your USB slot in your computer. And let me just get that. So you'll get your USB thumb drive, and you will insert it into the USB slot. Now you'll see mine popped up right here, USB disk. So then you'll go to Save. You'll name it whatever you want to name it, but you make sure that you save it to the USB stick. Save. Now once your USB is done putting everything on it, you will drag it to the eject button or the trash button. And when it is safely done, we will wait for it. Okay, so take this, and like my printers all have a USB slot in the front. You just put it right in there, and you click the project you want to do. Now, this was a simple project. Not all projects are simple projects. So if I want to get rid of this, let me look for one that is a good example. All right, let's pick this Charizard right here. Okay, so let's go back to front view. If I'm going to print this, I cannot just slice it like I did a second ago. There are pieces that are sticking out, and you got to think about it. It's going to print its way up, but it can't print this claw unless it has some sort of support. So you go over here to supports. There's two types of supports you can use. I always just do auto support. Now, these supports are pretty strong, but they are horrible to try to get off, and sometimes they can completely ruin your print. So I try not to use them unless I just absolutely have to. I like this more tree branch supports. They sometimes will fail just because they're so thin. You might have to print it a little bit slower setting, but they are so easy to get off. And they leave very minimal things on there. So then I would just go back with my supports in place, and I would start slicing. Let's say I'm going to use PLA, so I'll slice. Sometimes it takes, the larger the print, the longer it's going to take to slice. Okay, and then you'll slice preview. It can take 5 hours and 12 minutes. Whoa. And then you'll just save it like we did. Put it over. Hope that helps.